Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'm so happy to be here. I appreciate being invited. And I've been thinking, as a storyteller, what I love to do is read and read and read tons of folk tales from all around the world. And so when Mr. Chip, he invited me to speak about trustworthiness, I thought, which stories would be good for this? And I found two, one that I think speaks to the first definition and one to the second. So let's begin. My first story comes from a little island way down in the warm Caribbean, an island called Montserrat. So once upon a time, on the island of Montserrat, a cat and a rat were the best of friends. And they did what friends do. They lived side by side in two little houses, and they shared everything. They shared the shade of a tree, a garden, and all the food. They shared their chores, and they shared their toys. Until one day, Kitty's uncle came for a visit. "Meow, Kitty, I brought you a present." And he handed her the tiniest little box she'd ever seen. And she opened it up, and inside was the tiniest drum she'd ever seen. Well, she held it in her hand like this, and you might like to do the same. If you want to do it with me, she held it in her hand, and she thought, well, of course, if you tap it, something happens, but nothing happened. So she hit it a bit harder, and nothing happened, and then she whacked it. Ow! That kind of hurt. And she rubbed her hand across it, and she heard, param, 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 param. Oh, Uncle Tom, I love it. What is it? It's a cat drum, passed down from your great-great-great-great-grandmother, Kitty. Oh, I just love it. I can't wait to share it with my friend Rat. He's going to love it, too. No, Kitty, this is a special drum. Only one person in each generation can play it. It was mine, and only I played it, and now it will be yours, and only you can play it. If you want to keep it, you must promise me no one else will play it. That's going to be so hard on my friend Rat, because we share everything. Well, maybe I should give it to your cousin Mark. Oh, no, I want to keep it. Okay, Uncle Tom, I promise I won't let anyone play it but me. Good, Kitty. See you later. Bye. And Kitty stayed up almost all night playing her new drum, and you can play it with me. Param, 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 param. Even her tail was going param, 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 param. She played almost all night, and she was playing again in the morning when Rat came over to work in the garden. "Hey, Kitty, what's that? That looks really cool. Can I have a turn? Can I? Rat, this is a cat drum passed down from my great-great-great-great-grandmother, Kitty, and I'm so sorry, but I had to promise my uncle I wouldn't let anyone else play it, so I'm afraid you can't." "But that's not fair, Kitty. Come on. We share everything. Remember that time you found a flute in the grass? You let me play it, Rat?" "I know, Rat, and I feel very sad about this, but I made a promise, and so I want you to help me keep that promise. Can you do that?" "Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course I can. No problem." But to himself, Rat was thinking, "It's a silly promise. I don't like that promise. And when I don't like something, I think a way around it. Who cares about a silly drum? Kitty, I want to go work in the garden, so I need to eat a lot of breakfast. I'm hungry." "Okay, Rat." And she put the drum down on the bed, went over to her stove, and poured out a big bowl of hot cereal. "There you go, Rat." "Thanks, Kitty." "More, please." "Rat, you ate so fast you're going to get a stomachache." "No, I'm starving." "All right. "More, please." "Rat, I know you're going to get a... I'm not." Uh-oh. And he fell right down on the floor. Kitty said, "Rat, I told you." She scooped him up, put him on the bed. What else is on the bed? She said, "Rat, we have so much work to do in the garden. I'm going out there now, and as soon as you feel better, you join me." "Okay." And Kitty went away. As soon as she was gone, Rat Rat, the drum. Told you I'd get a turn. Let's see how does this thing work. What's wrong with this? Param, 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 param. The rat started dancing around. Param, 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 param. But out in the field, Kitty pricked up her ears. Someone's playing my drum. She went running back, and Rat quickly lay down for the covers. Rat, I heard someone playing my drum. Did you see anything? Oh, too sick, sorry. Please make sure no one plays it. I have to keep my promise. I promise. And Kitty went back to the field. As soon as she was gone, again, param, 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 param. And again, Kitty pricked up her ears. I know someone's playing my drum. And she went running back and again. Did you see anyone, Rat? Oh, too sick. Well, Kitty was getting a little bit suspicious. So instead of going back to the garden, she went around to the back of the house and looked in the window. And what did she see and hear? Can I hear it? And she jumped in the window and she said, Rat, look at you. You're playing the drum. You lied to me and you made me break a promise, and that's not a good thing to do. That's not what friends do. I thought I could trust you, but now I can't, and that makes me sad and mad, and I feel like chasing you. And she started chasing Rat over the furniture, under the furniture, in and out, and over the chairs, and back behind the couch, and back behind the bed, until she trapped him in the corner. Poor little Rat was scared. His hand was trembling as he held the drum, and he looked up at Kitty. He never realized what sharp teeth she had, or a big mouth, and Cat looked down at Rat, and it smelled good. And all of a sudden she said, I feel like eating you. And Rat was so scared, and his hand was shaking so much, he did the only thing that he could think of to do at the time, which was to throw the drum into Kitty's mouth. Boom. She swallowed the cat drum. Down it went into her tummy, and it felt funny, so she kind of gave it a rub, and what do you think she heard? Param, 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 param. But Rat did not stick around to hear the music. He took off, and Kitty took off after him, and she is still chasing him to this day. And you know what's also true to this day? If you're very gentle and respectful of a cat, what might you hear? Param, 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 param. That's the story of how the cat got its what?